आइए एक सवाल से शुरू करते हैं। अगर आपको लाइफ भर एक पर्सन की सैलरी का 10% मिलने का चांस मिले, तो आप कौन से पर्सन को चूज करेंगे? वॉरेन बफेट ने ये सवाल खुद लोगों से पूछा था। नॉट अ टॉपर, नॉट द मोस्ट टैलेंटेड, बट द मोस्ट ऑनेस्ट, जेनरस, डिपेंडेबल पर्सन। That's the kind of person even Warren Buffett would invest in. आज के वीडियो में let's unpack some solid life और investing lessons from एक छोटी सी क्लिप जिसमें मिस्टर बफे ने बात पैसों की पर सीख जिंदगी भर के लिए दे गए। लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन में है, बट लेट्स डाइव इनटू द 10 बेस्ट टेकअवेज। रेज्यूमे वर्सेस रेपुटेशन। आजकल सब रेज्यूमे स्ट्रॉन्ग बनाते हैं, हर लाइन केयरफुली रिटन, एवरी स्किल परफेक्टली बज़वर्डेड। बट मिस्टर बुफे एक सिंपल चीज बोलते हैं, यू आर बिल्डिंग योर ओन स्टोरी। आपको किस टाइप का इंसान बनना है जिससे दुनिया आपको लॉन्ग टर्म में वैल्यूएबल समझे। Degrees matter, but habit patterns matter more.
Three things when we hire people. We look for intelligence, we look for initiative or energy, and we look for integrity. And if they don't have the latter, the first two will kill you. Because if you're going to get somebody without integrity, you want them lazy and dumb. I mean, you don't want them smart and energetic. So it's that third quality, but everything about that quality is your choice. You can't change the way you are wired much, but you can change a lot of what you do with that wiring. And it's the habits that you generate now on those qualities, or those negative qualities. I mean, the person who always, claims credit for things they didn't do, that always cuts corners, that you can't count on. I mean, in the end, those are habit patterns. And the time to form the right habits is when you're your age. I mean,
जो बंदा हर जगह शॉर्टकट लेता है, वो दूसरों का क्रेडिट खा लेता है। वो एक बार नहीं, बार बार करेगा। रेज्यूमे से जॉब मिलती है, पर रेपुटेशन से कंपाउंडिंग। एंड दिस इज व्हाट ही स्ट्रेसेस ऑन। इंटेग्रिटी इज इम्पॉर्टेंट। स्मार्ट होना अच्छी बात है, एनर्जेटिक होना और भी बेटर है, लेकिन दोनों का क्या फायदा अगर बंदा ट्रस्टवर्दी ही नहीं है। मिस्टर बफे बोलते हैं, अगर किसी में इंटेलिजेंस और एनर्जी है बट इंटेग्रिटी नहीं, तो वो इंसान तुम्हारा नुकसान जरूर करेगा और स्मार्ट तरीके से करेगा। मतलब टैलेंट बिना ट्रस्ट के इज लाइक अ मिसाइल विदाउट डायरेक्शन। हायर करना हो या दोस्ती, इंटेग्रिटी के बिना वो काम का नहीं। उनका कहना है,
it gets down to a bunch of qualities that, interestingly enough, are self-made. I mean, it's not how tall you are, it's not whether you can kick a football 60 yards, it's not whether you can run the 100-yard dash in 10 seconds, it's not whether you're the best-looking person in the room. It's a whole bunch of qualities that really come out of Ben Franklin or the Boy Scout code or whatever it may be. I mean, it's integrity, it's honesty, it's generosity, it's being willing to do more than your share. It's just all those qualities that are self-selected.
और ये चीज रेज्यूमे पे नहीं, आंखों में दिख जाती है। हैबिट्स, साइलेंट बिल्डर्स, साइलेंट किलर्स। आदतें शुरू में हल्की लगती हैं, लेकिन वही छोटी चीजें एक दिन परमानेंट बन जाती हैं। और जब तक रियलाइज होता है, तब तक आदत आदमी बन चुकी होती है। उनका कहना सिंपल है, the chains of habit are too light to be felt until they are too heavy to be broken. And reading is one such habit जो बहुत important है।
We read a lot, and we read daily publications, we read weekly or monthly periodicals, we read annual reports, we read 10Ks, we read 10Qs. And fortunately, the investment business is a business where knowledge accumulates. I mean, everything you learn when you're 20 or 30, you may tweak some as you go along, but it all kind of builds into a knowledge base that's useful forever.
तो या तो आप आदत को डिजाइन करो या वो आपको डिजाइन कर देगी। सर्कल ऑफ कॉम्पिटेंस। दुनिया में सब कुछ सीखना जरूरी नहीं होता, पर यह जरूरी है कि आपको पता हो कि क्या सीखना आपके लिए अननेसेसरी है। बफे कहते हैं, यू डोंट नीड टू बी एन एक्सपर्ट ऑन एवरीथिंग, जस्ट नो योर पेरीमीटर एंड स्टे इन इट। और वो सर्कल छोटी हो तो चलेगा, बस क्लियर होनी चाहिए, जैसे च्यूइंग गम। वो कहते हैं, इंटरनेट आ जाए, एआई आ जाए, लेकिन च्यूइंग गम लोग वैसे ही चबाते रहेंगे। सिंपल बिजनेस, जीरो कंफ्यूजन, predictable पैसा।
We have some ability to find businesses where we don't think change is going to be very important. We think we know in a general way what the soft drink industry or the shaving industry or the candy business is going to look like 10 or 20 years from now. We think Microsoft is a sensational company run by the best of managers, but we don't have any idea what that world is going to look like in 10 or 20 years. Now, if you're going to bet on somebody that is going to see out and do what we can't do ourselves, I'd rather bet on Bill Gates than anybody else. But I don't want to bet on anybody else. I mean, in the end, we want to understand ourselves where we think a business is going. And if somebody tells us the business is going to change a lot, in Wall Street, they love to tell you that, that's great opportunity. They don't think it's a great opportunity when Wall Street itself is going to change a lot, incidentally. But it's a great opportunity. We don't think it's an opportunity at all. I mean, it scares the hell out of us because we don't know how things are going to change. We are looking, when people are chewing gum, we have a pretty good idea how they chewed it 20 years ago and how they'll chew it 20 years from now. We don't really see a lot of technology going into the art of the chew, but so that, as long as we don't have to make those other decisions, why in the world should we? I mean, all kinds of things we don't know, and so why go around trying to bet on things we don't know when we can bet on the simple things?
हाइप से नहीं, अंडरस्टैंडिंग से पैसा बनता है। तो हर नए ट्रेंड में घुसने से पहले पूछना चाहिए कि क्या ये मेरी सर्कल और अंडरस्टैंडिंग के अंदर है। सिगार बट इन्वेस्टिंग बुफे की एक फेमस इन्वेस्टिंग स्ट्रैटेजी थी जिसे सिगार बट इन्वेस्टिंग कहते हैं। इसका मतलब है कि आप एक सस्ती मर चुकी कंपनी में इन्वेस्ट करते हो, बस उसमें थोड़ा वैल्यू देखकर। बुफे ने एडमिट किया कि उनकी सबसे बड़ी गलती थी चीप स्टॉक्स लेना, सिर्फ इसलिए क्योंकि वो चीप थे।
I've been taught by Ben Graham to buy things on a quantitative basis. Look around for things that are cheap. And I was taught that, we'll say in 1949 or 50. It made a big impression on me. So I went around looking for what I call used cigar butts of stocks. And the cigar butt approach to buying stocks is that you walk down the street and you're looking around for cigar butts and you find this on the street, this terrible looking, soggy, ugly looking cigar, one puff left in it. But you pick it up and you get your one puff. It's disgusting, you throw it away, but it's free. I mean, it's cheap. And then you look around for another soggy, one puff cigarette. Well, that's what I did for years. It's a mistake. Although you can make money doing it, but you can't make it with big money. It's so much easier just to buy wonderful businesses. So now I would rather buy a wonderful business at a fair price than a fair business at a wonderful price. But in those days, I was buying cheap stocks. And Berkshire was selling below its working capital per share. You got the plants for nothing, you got the machinery for nothing, you got the inventory and receivables at a discount. It was cheap. So I bought it. And 20 years later, I was still running a lousy business, and that money did not compound. You really want to be in a wonderful business, because the time is the friend of the wonderful business. You keep compounding, it keeps doing more business, and you keep making more money. Time is the enemy of the lousy business. I could have sold Berkshire, perhaps liquidated it, and made a quick little profit, one puff. But staying with those kind of businesses is a big mistake.
सही इन्वेस्टमेंट वो नहीं होता जो सस्ता हो, वो होता है जो फ्यूचर बना सके। Sometimes cheap doesn't mean value. It just means no one else wanted it. इसलिए बिजनेस को समझना काफी इंपॉर्टेंट हो जाता है। पंच कार्ड थिंकिंग। बफे कहते हैं, सोचो अगर आपके पास एक पंच कार्ड हो जिसमें सिर्फ 20 इन्वेस्टमेंट्स अलाउड हो लाइफ में, अब हर टिप पे ट्रेड मारोगे? नहीं, आप रुकोगे, सोचोगे, कंफर्म करोगे ये वर्थ इट है या नहीं।
You would be better off if when you got out of school here, you got a punch card with 20 punches on it. And every financial decision you made, you used up a punch. You'd get very rich because you'd think through very hard each one. I mean, you went to a cocktail party and somebody talked about a company, you didn't even understand what they did or couldn't pronounce the name, but they made some money last week and another one like it. You wouldn't buy it if you only had 20 punches on that card. There's a temptation to dabble, particularly during bull markets. In stocks, it's so easy. It's easier now than ever because you can do it online. Just you click it in and maybe it goes up a point and you get excited about that and you buy another one the next day and so on. You can't make any money over time doing that. But if you had a punch card with only 20 punches, you weren't going to get another one in the rest of your life, you would think a long time before every investment decision. And you would make good ones and you'd make big ones. And you probably wouldn't even use all 20 punches in your lifetime, but you wouldn't need to.
पंच कार्ड माइंडसेट सिंपल है, डिसीजंस लिमिटेड मानो ताकि हर डिसीजन मीनिंगफुल हो, क्योंकि अगर आप हर स्मॉल अपॉर्चुनिटी पे इन्वेस्ट करेंगे तो आपके पास बचा कुछ नहीं होगा, इसलिए हर डिसीजन सोच समझ के लेना चाहिए। अंडरस्टैंडिंग द इंट्रिंसिक वैल्यू। बफे हर बिजनेस को एक ही लेंस से देखते हैं, कितना पैसा आएगा, कब आएगा और कितना श्योर हूं मैं, चाहे स्टॉक हो या स्टार्टअप या कोई रिलेशनशिप। यही 3 सवाल काफी हैं।
When I calculate intrinsic value of a business, when we buy businesses, and whether we're buying all of a business or a little piece of a business, I always think we're buying the whole business because that's my approach to it. I look at it and say, what will come out of this business and when? And what you really like, of course, is them to be able to use the money they earn and earn higher returns on it as you go along. I mean, Berkshire has never distributed anything to its shareholders, but its ability to distribute goes up as the value of the businesses we own increases. We can compound it internally, but the real question is, Berkshire selling for, we'll say, 105 or so billion now. What can we distribute from that 100? If you're going to buy the whole company for 105 billion now, can we distribute enough cash to you soon enough to make it sensible at present interest rates to lay out that cash now? And that's what it gets down to. And if you can't answer that question, you can't buy the stock.
So basically, if the answer is fuzzy, skip. Clarity is equal to confidence is equal to returns. Don't sell without a reason. एक बार इन्वेस्ट कर लिया तो हर करेक्शन पे एग्जिट मत सोचिए। वो फिर तब तक होल्ड करते हैं जब तक मैनेजमेंट डिसअपॉइंट ना करे या बिजनेस का इकोनॉमिक नेचर ड्रास्टिकली चेंज ना हो। ट्रेडिंग शायद आपको एक्साइटमेंट दे, लेकिन इन्वेस्टिंग में पेशेंस और लॉन्ग टर्म थिंकिंग से वेल्थ बनती है। रिग्रेट ऑफ इनएक्शन इज मोर देन एक्शन। गलती करने का रिग्रेट होता है, बट गलती ना करने का और बस बैठे रहने का रिग्रेट और भी बड़ा होता है। बफे कहते हैं कि कुछ अपॉर्चुनिटीज क्लियरली सामने होती हैं, सर्कल के अंदर होती हैं, और हम फिर भी बस देखते रह जाते हैं, ओवरथिंक करते हैं, डर जाते हैं। ये होती है मिस्टेक ऑफ ओमिशन, जो दिखाई नहीं देती पर चुपती बहुत है।
The worst investment I ever made? How long do you have? I've made some very bad ones, but that doesn't really bother me. It may bother the shareholders, but that's another question. You're going to make mistakes in life. I mean, there's no question about it. You don't want to make them on the big decisions, who you marry and some things like that. So there's no way I'm going to make a lot of business and investment decisions without making some mistakes. I may try to minimize them. I don't dwell on them at all. I don't look back. The biggest mistakes are the ones that actually don't show up. They're the mistakes of omission rather than commission. We've never lost that much money on any one investment, but it's the things that I knew enough to do that I didn't do. We have missed profits of as much as maybe $10 billion in things that I knew enough to do and I didn't do. Now, the fact I didn't buy Microsoft way back is not a foregone opportunity because I didn't know enough to make that decision. But there have been other investments where I did know enough to make the decision, and for one reason or another, I either didn't do it at all or I did it on a small scale. I was sucking my thumb when I should have been writing checks, basically. And those don't show up. There's no place where it shows missed opportunities, but I've missed some big ones.
बिग विंस लाइफ में बार बार नहीं मिलती, तो जब मिले तब थम सक मत करो और जंप लो। टेम्परामेंट मैटर्स मोर देन टैलेंट। मार्केट में जीतने के लिए 150 IQ नहीं चाहिए, बस इतना चाहिए कि जब सब पैनिक में हो तब आप शांत रह सकें। बफे क्लियरली बोलते हैं कि ब्रेन्स डोंट मेक यू रिच, टेम्परामेंट डज। डिटैचमेंट, ऑब्जेक्टिविटी, पेशेंस, वो बोरिंग लगता तो है, बट दैट्स द पार्ट टू फॉलो। और हाँ, व्हेन ही वाज आस्क्ड व्हाट्स द सीक्रेट टू अ लास्टिंग मैरिज, ही सेड लो एक्सपेक्टेशंस। शादी हो या स्टॉक, अगर हर क्वार्टर में फायरवर्क्स चाहिए तो लॉन्ग टर्म नहीं चलेगा। अगर ये वीडियो आपको यूजफुल लगी हो तो लाइक, शेयर और कमेंट ज़रूर करें। मिलते हैं अगले वीडियो में, तब तक अपने टेम्परामेंट को बैलेंस में रखें और अपने पोर्टफोलियो को थॉटफुल बनाएं। I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.